Rise and shine.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a f***, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you try and...
Hello, I just finished my workout. I figured I would go to the gym exactly when they open up, which is at 7, so that I can make it to my 8 AM class, which I'm on my way to now. I'm not gonna say I love going to the gym in the morning, because that would be a straight up lie, but I feel good that I did accomplish something already, so that's definitely worth it. That was it, just an encouragement to work out and go to the gym in the morning for you.
They just want you to settle and do the right thing, so get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss.
Please excuse the fridge noise in the background. I think it's gonna stop at one point, usually it does. I got myself a coffee. I'm ready to deep dive into this fall video, because it is a fall video, but it's basically also a reminder that only 70 days are left of this year. Crazy. Can you imagine? Towards the end of the year, I mean, then the holidays are coming up. Especially December is a month where you cannot really get things done anymore anyways. At least that's the limiting belief I've held before. But I'm here to tell you now, you can still make this your year. Even if it's only managing to get your life together before the new year, so that you can step into 2024 with better energy. That's why if you put your New Year's resolutions for January, you're just putting so much pressure on yourself to get everything done in January, and you will not even make it. It's what I do every year, and that's why I fail every year, so I'm gonna stop doing that from now on. It's still so hot. On the way here I burned my tongue. I also don't have water anymore. Oh wow. So that's why we all fail, that's why we all struggle. It's a very common theme. I mean, we all experience that we have so many huge and big goals towards the beginning of the year, and then towards the end of the year we're like, it's already October and we didn't get anything done. But that brings me to my first part, which is really sit down with yourself and reflect upon everything that has happened this year so far. Not only to see what's missing and what you still have to achieve this year in order for it to be a successful year, which is already a limiting belief in itself, but also just to sit down with yourself and be appreciative of how far you've actually come. Because most of the time, we don't really reflect upon what has happened, we're only looking forward and we only want to be better. I want to encourage you right now to not focus on the lack too much, but focus on the potentiality of everything you've already created so far and of everything you've achieved so far. So even if this year has been a crappy one, try to write down at least 3 positive things that have happened this year. It can be the smallest thing. I got a coffee today. It's already a great day. Oh, the fridge stopped. Oh my gosh, thank you. See, this video is only getting better. Gratitude. By doing this, you're actually putting yourself up for success, because your mind is not looking for the lack of things anymore, but you're looking for positive outcomes. You're looking for luck. You're looking for all the great things that are bound to happen to you. Let's say you've created a vision board this year, which I did. I also posted a video about that. Gonna link it somewhere here. So sometimes I feel like nothing came true. But then I really think back upon everything that happened, and I look at the imagery, and actually some things are really aligning very, very well with what has already happened. And I noticed, like, I caught myself thinking more about the things I have not done instead of what I've done already. You might even have crossed off 80% of the things on your vision board, but that one big thing that you wanted is not crossed off your list yet. And then you're just like, oh, nothing comes true for me. Oh, nothing happens for me. It's not the case. Think about what has happened and just really sit with yourself about this. What What I also highly suggest you to do, if you haven't done it already, is to create a vision board. I mean, I just love vision boards, they always help me, but a new alternative of actually making a vision board and putting it on your wall or putting it as a screensaver, because that works, but I've heard from a different method from, I think it was the wizard list that I recently established, and it's been working wonders. You just take your images and your pictures that you want on your vision board, but you make a vision video out of it, and then you play this video every morning and every evening before you go to bed and right after you wake up. So in that sense, you're falling asleep with those images in your mind, and also you wake up with those same images, so that your subconscious mind can get used to you having it already. And that just, it's been working wonders. I really love that technique. It gets me excited every single night before I go to bed, because I know I can look at that video and just live in that reality that I want to create for myself. That's just next level vision boarding for me. Which brings me to my second point of setting realistic and manageable goals. Think about what can you actually do this year still. Also plan in your head already, like what is going to happen during the holidays. If you, for example, want to lose weight, how can you make that happen even though there are the holidays coming up with all the amazing food everywhere? So then set yourself the goal to go to the gym at least 3 or 4 times a week. You don't have to make it very excessive. You don't have to say, I want to start a $100,000 business by the end of the year. Like, I want to make $100,000 in my business. If you don't even have a business by now, I think, I mean, I don't want to put this on you, but if you want to make it in 70 days, it's going to be a bit difficult to reach that fast. Could happen. I'm not saying it will not happen for you, but like, be realistic and don't disappoint yourself. Just take it easy, be realistic with yourself. I encourage you to dream. I encourage you to think big. Think as big as you can, but also think about how you can break those big goals down and what you can do already now, so that that goal that you have of, for example, getting $100,000 in your business, how you can put this toward next year. How can you in 2024 make 100k or 200k in your business, and how can you prepare for that already now in the 3 months that we still have? Also think about, is it actually right now important for you to sit down and watch YouTube? I mean, this video is important right now, please don't leave. But is it important for you to watch Netflix every single evening? What could you do instead of watching 1.5 hours or 2 hours of Netflix? Could you maybe read a book that you've always wanted to read? Educate yourself? Could you find a different hobby? Develop a new skill? Could you work towards your business more? How can you utilize the time you already have? What have you done in the past year that has not gotten you anywhere? Try towards the end of the year now to really let go of those old habits that were not serving you any longer, and try to work these out. I don't know if you believe in astrological events. I do. A few days ago we've had a solar eclipse and we've had a new moon, so there was a really heightened energy. I'm just saying, if you don't believe in it, it's fine. I'm just saying, because solar eclipses have such a potent energy and they're so seldom occurring, so we were basically able to let go of all the old habits that we've had before and be able to create and blossom into a new version of ourselves, because the new moon stands for new beginnings, but also the solar eclipse just elevated that energy so much. So right now is actually a great time to step into a better version of yourself. Fall and winter are more the periods of like death, right? That's what you associate with winter. It's like death, and then spring is rebirth. So instead of going into the new year with the energy of like, I have to rebirth now, already prepare for it, lay yourself to rest sort of, and then be able to completely blossom and flourish in spring and become that version you want to be in a few months from now. If you start developing these habits now, they are going to be a part of your lifestyle for a very, very long time. Also, what I want to encourage you to do is to get a planner. Just get a daily planner. This is my productivity method. I think it's from Beverly. I like this one a lot. It has here like quick ticks, tasks, projects, and a schedule. I love when they have schedules in here. I think that's really, really practical. Yeah, consider buying a planner or get more into planning and really sit down with yourself. Sit down with what you want. I just found this template on Notion. It's called 2023 Yearly Goal Tracker, but I feel like this one is actually a really good template because it's also for free, and also it has the different quarters. It has a habit tracker. This is just a really great template if you also don't really want to buy a journal or something. I mean, this is not sponsored. I just love Notion and I plan my entire life basically in Notion, so this is something I'm definitely gonna adapt. So what the template suggests is that you also write down your goals into personal resolutions or year-long goals, and then you can also edit the status, which I find very, very cool as well. And I feel like this is just a great way of actually kickstarting your 2024 and still making the best of the year you have right now, because if you start getting into planning and if you know what your goals are and how you can daily keep track of them, that's just the first step of already getting there. It's not impossible. You can definitely change your life, especially in 70 days. I'm actually gonna Google now. according to Google, it takes 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic. We still have 70 days of this year left, so why not create these habits now and take them into the new year? I don't know if you've watched my channel a bit longer already, you know that I just love fall. Fall is my favorite season of the year, and I want to encourage you right now to embrace fall and to romanticize your life a little bit and be present. Because as you can tell, the year is just flying by right now and everything is so fast paced. So really sit down and just enjoy and breathe and really be present. So embrace every single moment. I mean, especially the holidays, really take everything in and don't rush yourself too much. As I said, this is more about preparation than rushing into things and rushing into a new year. Next, for me, it is a tip. I did it recently and it really helped me a lot. I would encourage you to do it too. I quit my Netflix account. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna pay for this anymore because it's just distracting me all the time. So maybe get rid of your Netflix or your Disney Plus or Hulu or whatever you're using or watching on, because for me, that was really a game changer. I'm still sometimes watching movies, but I notice it's getting less and less and less, and I have way more time for different things. Think about, do you need to consume all these things every single day, or could you, as I already said before, utilize that time and maybe learn a different hobby, learn a different skill, do something else that you love doing. I already briefly talked about this before, but really celebrate your small wins. It's not always about the bigger picture, and what I meant with sitting down with yourself and looking at your vision board, for example, really sit down and see everything, like see the bigger picture of every small thing that you've achieved, because you might really feel like sometimes you don't get anything done, but that's not the case. Like, you're pretty far already, and if you only need that reminder right now, you can always become more awesome. Always. Next year is going to be your year, but prepare, and everything starts in here. Your mindset is key. Everything else around you will change and shift as long as you stay persistent with how you perceive things and with how you think about things, and work on yourself, reflect upon what you want, reflect what is feeling right for you right now, and really think, how can I make this year even better than this year? What is something that would make me happy right now? I want you to visualize. Visualization is just so powerful. So really step into that image of yourself. How does it feel like? How does it look like if you've already achieved everything you've wanted? If you've already achieved those goals that you wanted? And visualize it every single day. Remind yourself of why you're doing what you're doing. And I promise that will motivate you. That will motivate you to keep going, to become that better version, to really step into that power. And you're embodying it already. So it is only a matter of time for it to actually happen and become a reality. And the last, but almost most important point for me right now, that you dress in order to feel good. So if you feel good in your sweatpants, go for your sweatpants, but also try to dress up a little bit more at times, or do your makeup every single day. Since I've been doing my makeup more frequently again and just been experimenting a bit with eyeshadow and stuff, I feel so much more comfortable and confident as well, just because I'm really putting time and effort and energy into my looks. I perceive myself differently as well. It's not because I feel like I want to change my face or something. It's not about that. It's more about I'm putting time back to myself, and it's a form of self-care for me. Or you just do your skincare. There are just so many different ways how you can take care of yourself and do things that make you feel good in your own skin, and that's just really important, to just reinvent yourself and become a better version. As I said, it's all about your mindset. It all comes from up here. Embrace the energy of new beginnings, and try to be as present right now as possible and become the best version of yourself that you can be, but also build healthy habits now so that you have it easier later on. I know you can achieve everything you want. I truly believe in you. Have a beautiful and blissful day, and I'm gonna see you next week. Bye.